Ladies and gentlemen, bout number 6 is a light heavyweight contest scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds. This contest comes to you sponsored by Swole Nutrition, and your referee in charge of the action is Mr. Gareth Morris. Introducing to you, first of all, standing to my left, boxing out of the red corner, make some noise for Josh Latimer! And introducing his opponent, standing across the ring and boxing out of the blue corner, make some noise for Cameron Lee! Over to referee Gareth Morris for his instructions.
Okay, lads, 3 rounds. When I say break, stop throwing punches, step back, protect yourself all times, obey my commands.
This should be an interesting bout. Josh Latimer with a very interesting style that you guys will see in this fight here. And Cameron Lee, a newcomer to the sport, so this should be an interesting fight for sure.
Seconds out, round number 1.
Here we go. So we start off early here. Expect some stallings tactics from Josh Latimer. He is a bit of a defensive masterclass that he puts on. So it'll be interesting for you guys watching at home.
Sorry to the live stream. I went for the toilet break. After that knockout, I was too excited. I had to go empty the blood. But I'm back right now.
Good outside work here from Cameron Lee. Staying long on his shots. He's got the reach advantage by some way. And he's making the most of it early on here with nice straight shots. Yeah, good range finding here from Cameron. Josh Latimer with a really interesting defensive style. He traces his back along the ropes and then he switches between a left shoulder roll and a right raising of the right hand side. And he just flicks between the two and stamps around a little bit. He's got a very interesting style. I'm always in awe when I watch him fight. It's very interesting for sure.
You got 30 seconds left on the clock, so for round 1.
Cameron Lee doing a good job of finding his range here, but he needs to throw a little bit more sting on these shots to worry Latimer, in my opinion. That's more like it. He just needs to time it slightly better. Good work to the body as well. Coming into the final 10 seconds of this opening round of this 3-round bout between Josh Latimer and Cameron Lee. There we go, first bell. For my opinion, easy first round for Cameron Lee. You know, just sticking his straight shots in and out there. He's not done anything to worry Josh Latimer, in my opinion, but Latimer just hasn't been offensively active enough to take the round. What do you think of that, Azzy?
To be honest with you, I think the exact same thing. But one thing I will say, I do think Josh will come out hard next round. I do think that.
Yeah, Josh has an interesting style. He could well carry this on for 3 rounds, but he tends to pace it up a little bit. Watch for him to throw out the sort of long looping left hook as the fight continues. That seems to be a favoured shot of his.
100%. But the chat right now, yes, Hanji, what you saying about the weekend about is unsafe. But yeah, people keep up the post, so people keep sharing out the live stream and shout out to people. And what is this guy not have? Oh God, I can't watch this. See better quality.
Seconds out, second round.
Hobby boy wants 1969. You must be a good boxer then.
And that left hook landing for Latimer there. Cameron Lee just trying to find his range as per the instruction of his corner. He's a tricky customer, is Josh Latimer, but a flush right hand lands there for Cameron Lee. Not much of an offensive threat, Latimer, but he's just a really tough puzzle to work out. You know, his style is unorthodox, his defensive tactics are unique, and he is actually quite quick defensively as well. So, you know, whilst potentially not a threat in respect of receiving punches, he can be a threat in making you look a little bit silly just by how frequently you'll miss those shots on him.
Is it me, Darren? But I don't know what it is. Josh has got a very, very weird fighting style.
100%, yeah. When he was walking to the ring, I had sort of mentioned it. He's got a super peculiar style, which is like defensively, I was about to say quite sound.
Oh, he's getting caught, he's getting caught.
Yeah, Cameron Lee lands a good right hand on him there, though. Good use of the jab here from Cameron Lee as he slips under the punch and just pops one into the body there. Lands another right hand, but misses with that uppercut. Again, Josh Latimer, the way he extends those hands out, that awkward style, he's a tricky customer. It can be difficult to figure out what to make of Josh Latimer's fight. On the one hand, you know, he's really talented in the way that he makes you miss, but then he just doesn't tend to make you pay.
His head movement is absolutely like crazy.
Yeah, it's bizarre how good it is.
Like he's very nimble and quick, but he doesn't trade shots back. Oh, he's very like nimble and quick, but he doesn't not trade shots back. So it's like very weird how he fights.
Yeah, it's a peculiar style. Like I say, not much of an offensive threat, but just a really tricky puzzle to try and figure out. But Cameron Lee loving it in the corner there, looking very confident, looking very comfortable and happy. I think he knows that he's won those first 2 rounds.
100%.
And he's just going to coast his way to a victory, so fair play to him there.
What it's not done you all, how my bro, hope you well. How many fights left in the main? Like 12 or 13?
So we're on fight 6 now, so another 9 fights, I believe.
You got 9 fights left to the main. MK versus Within the Field.
10 seconds.
I was miles off there, 11 fights.
Speaking about Within the Field, he's right across us right now, just right down there. He's speaking to his family, so he just seems very calm and composed.
Seconds out.
Everyone keep sharing out the live stream to anybody who are big fan of boxing.
Calls of right hand up from the corner of Cameron Lee. I think they've identified that the main offensive weapon of Josh Latimer is that long looping left hook. And he's landing clean shots here now, Cameron Lee. Scoring to the body. And again, just pinning his man into the ropes and just scoring on the body where he can.
There Cameron Lee just teeing on him now.
Yeah, Cameron needs to commit to his shots as well. It can be off-putting when you're fighting somebody with such fluid head movement as Latimer has, but you really... good shot and a knockdown! Right hand scores flush there. Cameron Lee very happy with himself scoring that right hand knockdown. Calls from Cameron's corner to just compose himself, relax, collect his thoughts, you know, not go rushing in and try to score the knockdown because he can smother his work here. So he just needs to be sensible, box clever. He's done a great job to score that knockdown there. So, you know, he can continue on in that fold.
100% without a doubt.
He needs to commit to his shots though. He's hanging back on his hips, and you know, he's not going to score powerful shots. But some showboating here from Cameron Lee. That's better, committing to his shots fully there. Last 10 seconds of this third and final round, and for my eye, quite an easy victory for Cameron Lee. What do you think, Azzy?
Yeah, 100%. To be honest, I do think Josh was very dodging the punches. He was moving quick, but he just was not punching enough. At the end of the day, boxing is a boxing game. You're meant to punch. So
Yeah, just not scoring. I think if he could loop, if Latimer could loop his defensive capabilities together with some offensive sting, he'd really make quite a brilliant boxer, actually. But just not a real threat from him there. He's not scoring at all. So with that knockdown, an easy fight for Cameron Lee, in my opinion.
Yep, 100%.
Cameron Lee seems quite pleased with his performance there, and with the scoring of the knockdown on a tricky customer like Josh Latimer, I think that's a fair assessment from him there.
Fantastic contest. Give it up for both boxers. And so after 3 rounds of action, we go to the judges at ringside, who score this in favor of your winner as the result of a unanimous decision. Blue corner, Cameron Lee.
Good outing there for Cameron Lee. You know, as we say, not much of an offensive threat from Josh Latimer, but a tricky puzzle to figure out, and he did it at the end of that 3rd round there, scoring the knockdown.